Who doesn't like a nice stack of pancakes? Look at those. Don't those look good? How many do you think you can eat? This is what we're going to be making today. So let's get ready. Alright, so remember, the first thing we need to do before we get started is to wash our hands. Now if you don't have a sink available, just make sure you get some hand sanitizer and rub it all over your hands to get them nice and clean, alright? This is so important before we get started. Alright, let's get the ingredients ready for our pancakes. We're going to need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 3 tablespoons of sugar, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and a half teaspoon of baking soda. And then for our wet ingredients, we're going to need 2 large eggs. We need a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, 1.5 cups of whole milk, and a half teaspoon of vanilla. Alright, the first thing we need to do is mix our dry ingredients together. So we're going to put our flour, our sugar, our salt, our baking powder, and our baking soda together. Then we're just going to whisk that up. Make sure it's nicely mixed together. Just like that. Alright, now we're going to whisk together our wet ingredients. So we have our eggs here. We're just going to whisk those together. Then we're going to add our oil. Mix that together well. Then we have our milk. Whisk that together. Okay. Then last but not least, our vanilla. It smells so good. That gets whisked together. And that's it. Alright, now the next step is just to take our wet ingredients and we're going to add those to the dry. Just like that. And now, we don't want to whisk this together too much. We just want it to just come together. We want a nice, thick pancake batter with lumps in it. That way we have these fluffy pancakes. We don't want flat pancakes here. We're going to make fluffy pancakes. So just mix that together until I don't see any flour and it's nice and lumpy. This is how our batter is supposed to look. Nice and thick and still lots of lumps in it, okay? This batter needs to rest for 10 minutes so it can get nice and thick. And so while we're waiting, we can heat up our griddle. Alright, we need to heat our griddle to 350 degrees. Then I'm going to take some vegetable oil here. I'm using avocado oil. You can use whatever oil you like. Just spread it over our surface here. Be careful. Make sure your parents do this or your teacher so you don't burn yourself. Okay. Now our batter has rested for the 10 minutes. Now we're going to take it and we're going to make our pancakes. So we're going to take a scoop and we're going to set it down on there. Look how nice and thick that pancake batter is. That'll make sure that you get nice and fluffy pancakes. Look at that. We're going to be able to get 6 at a time on this one. This is a nice big griddle. But just use what you have. You can make these as big or as small as you'd like. Okay. Now we're going to let these cook for 2 to 3 minutes on the first side, and then we're going to flip them over and cook them on the other side. Okay, so that's how it looks from this side. We just let them cook on that one side for a couple minutes, and then we're going to flip them over when they're nice golden brown. You see the bubbles coming up on the top. That's a good sign. That means our pancakes are cooking. And then when our sides firm up and the bubbles slow down, then it's time to flip them over. All right, these are looking good, so I'm going to take my spatula and start flipping these over. I'm going to get nice underneath there and do it low and flip. Okay. Those look delicious. There we go. You know, if they don't come out perfect, that's okay. These can be individual looking pancakes. They all don't have to look the same. Okay. If you get a little stick, just break it up right there. Make your pancake and flip it over. There we go. Now we're going to cook it on this side for a couple minutes, 1 to 2 minutes, a little bit less than the first side, and then we'll put them on a plate. And then we'll make the rest of them, and then we'll be ready to eat. Don't those look good? You can see some of the dark and light spots from the pancakes. That's just from the griddle heats unevenly, but that's okay. It's not going to hurt anything. These pancakes are going to be just fine. All right, these are looking good, so I'm going to start taking these off. Now what you can do is put these on a rack with a sheet pan, put them in a warm oven. That way they can stay warm while you're making your second batch. Or you can serve these right away. Alright, I'm going to just kind of wipe off the griddle a little bit. Get some of those pieces of pancake up so they don't burn. Okay. I'm going to re-oil this, and I'm going to make the rest of our pancakes. And then I'll be back and show you how we can top them and how we can eat them. Here's a nice stack of pancakes. Now what are we going to put on them? Alright, so what do you like on your pancakes? You can put whipped cream, maple syrup, you can put cajeta, berries. We have strawberries and blueberries here, chocolate chips, butter, nuts. We have pecans here. You can make your pancakes any way you like them. You can even have them plain if you like. How are you going to make them? Alright, let's see how we did. I like mine with just butter and syrup, but you can have yours the way you like them. Look at that, nice and fluffy. See how we did. Those are really good pancakes, so easy to make. You can make these in class with your teacher or at home with your parents. And you don't need a box mix. Look how easy that was. So thanks for cooking with me. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.